Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is KHAIRUNNISA binti Muhammad FAIZAL. My metric number F2072. Today I would like to present about a study on effective method to overcome fast food craving among students. Background of study. Most teenagers will consume fast food or desirable foods such as snack or tools that are easy to cook or prepare. At the same time, food craving have consistently been linked to several problematic eating behavior, including overeating or binge eating and eating after restriction. Next slide. Problem statement. Fast food restaurants are almost everywhere, so teenagers have many opportunities to spend time with the food. For example, teenagers have just finished their school hour will target to going the fast food restaurant because they are easy to find. This is one example of a problem that causes teenagers now to often consume such food. Next, we would like to get the way or tips we convey will be useful to them in the future. We also want to give awareness to teenagers and we want to know their craving factor to they consume the food. To get more understanding for research related to young people, awareness of coping with fast food intake. This chapter reviews the literature relevant to the study conducted. Eliminating fast food. With the method we give, fast food has a rather negative list if a teenager take it regularly. Not only that, they also need to do in various ways to overcome the problem. For example, they need to take time to list the advantage or benefit of fast food. This way, they will be able to better see the goal. Planning strategy. Next, make sure their goals are realistic and specific. Realistic attitude is important for young people. Teenagers should also refrain from consuming such food. An example of a viable method: once a month consuming fast food. Implementing coping strategy. According to article, I was looking for a help. Expert can play an important role in helping to understand and overcome the problem. Usually, fast food cannot help your plan a health meal by overcome those.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad AKMAL bin SUHAIMI from DTH6034. My last digit metric number F2068. I will start with project methodology is the systematic theoretical analysis of the method applied to a field of study. It comprises the theoretical analysis of the body of method and principle associated with a branch of knowledge. In our research, we are going to use Google form to collect the data. Our questionnaire is to identify regarding to our research target. That was a way for teenagers to overcome their fast food habit. Search approach mentioned in the literature are the result numerical, quantitative, and therefore research might not be influenced by personal feeling or opinion in considering and representing research and fact. The quantitative research approach allow easier comparison of data, and quantitative research enable the development of quantitative valuation, indicate sampling and design. This study will be participated by the Diploma, Food Service and Halal Practice student. We want our respondent to understanding regarding the question are given to our target respondent. Instrumentation. Student Diploma, Food Service and Halal Practice need to complete their demographic questionnaire that had been given by completing the requirement of the demographic need. Before we are going to proceed with another questionnaire that need to be researching next. This research are made for our group to understanding more about what are we research. Data collection method. By using the quantitative method way, we could get the data more easily for our research purpose. With this research, we are going to get more benefit and achieve the objective that was required. In this questionnaire, process are all related to our research objective about the way for teenagers to overcome their fast food habit. Plan for data analysis. We analyze data accordingly to the respondent that already answering all the questionnaire were given, so that we will be able to organize the data more effectively. Now, on the next slide is chapter 4, data analysis and finding. Introduction. This chapter addresses the result of the study examined in chapter 3. All data has been collected using Google Form and Microsoft Excel. Based on the data decision that have been collected discussing the goal of study that have been made through questions that have been directed to students at Polytechnic Sultan Idris Shah. Response rate. A total of 51 questionnaires from the survey were collected successfully by sampling theory was obtained in this analysis and questionnaire circulated to students from Polytechnic Sultan Idris Shah Sabak Bernam. As you can see at the table 4.1, summary, the average sample size and response rate. Demographic profile. The demographic information on gender, age, race, and state was collected from the section A in distributed questionnaire. Table 4.2 indicate the gender description of the 51 Polytechnic Sultan Idris Shah Sabak Bernam student from all diploma food and beverage halal practice and outside the area around the Malaysia. Female is the main respondent and there is small gap in proportion of sex. In additional, female students tend to spend time and tolerate easier answering the questionnaire compared to the male student. This was the table 2 for gender of respondents. Age 4.2.2. The result also include detail on the age of respondent. 4.3 below indicate the age of the student, where the youngest group aged between 18 to 20 years old and the oldest group in 22 to 24 years old. The table 4.2 age respondent, 26.9%, 14 respondents are aged 18 to 20 years old, while 53.8% and respondent 27 respondent each was 21 to 22 years old. 19.2% respondent 10 respondent of those 23 to 24 years old. 4.2.3 was race. Table 4.3 reported that the highest percentage of respondents are from Malay. 4.2.4 was state. The present state respondent was as seen in table 4.4. The table 4.4 state of respondent. 4.3 reliability analysis. In order to check the feasibility of the data, the researcher carry out the reliability test. Is to measure reliability is determined by the testing consistency and stability. Descriptive statistic analysis. Section discuss the descriptive analysis of each component in the research. 5.1 awareness factor. The factor dimension element was displayed in table 4.5, 4.6 and 4.7. 4.5 displayed the 5 elimination fast food element. Table 4.5 descriptive statistic elimination fast food. 4.6 presented the overview of the mean and standard deviation for 5 elements in planning strategy. They show the table 4.6 descriptive statistic planning strategies was based upon the finding from table 4.7 The mean of the 5 elements reported in implementing coping strategy. This is the table 7 descriptive statistic implementing coping strategy. 4.5 Summary. Finding of this chapter were discussed on the basic of the research method outlined in chapter 3. The following chapter address the overall observation, deficiency, recapitulation, and conclusion.
In this study, the method to overcome the desire for fast food has 3 dimensions, namely eliminating fast food, planning strategy, and implementing coping strategy. From the regression analysis performance, the contribution of the awareness factor, it can be confirmed that the study has to awareness of teenagers about their food choice. With this method can affect awareness to teenager. From the result with it can be concluded that teenager and their ways are important for their future. In terms of the course, they can be taught and corrected. Next strategy is that they will be able to choose the appropriate fast food also according to the way we provide. Level plan for teens can expand their knowledge. Not only that, this can also control the appetite in the intake of fast food. It becomes a key word that remind of to teenager. Next, there is a strong positive relationship between craving and fast food addiction. This suggests that positive perception will raise awareness about it. The conclusion is, overall the understanding and information we provide on how to overcome fast food addiction can have a positive effect on them. Not forgetting, also this goal to study between eliminating fast food planning strategy and implementing coping strategy that affect their food choice.